Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I'm just talking about dumb stuff. So, I don't know. Whatever. What are you gonna do? But I'm gonna take a left here. Um, Man, going down this street almost makes me want to go hang out with my friend, but I'm not gonna do it because when I was living on this street, he was one of my friends. I mean, not one of my main friends, but I did know. I mean, we were definitely friends. You know. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna do all that. But yep, yes sir. Or I'm sorry, yes ma'am, or Miss whoever, Mackenzie, Miss Mackenzie. Man, they even changed the name of these things and everything. Yep. I don't know. I'm heading back to my place of residence, so I'll try to keep the convo going at least until I get back there. I mean, it's a good 26, 27 minutes already. I mean, but yeah, I didn't mean to be too awkward about that whole, you know, like you were conceived or whatever in this, whatever, you know. But see, that kind of snowballed into a whole lot of other stuff. So that little simple awkward moments or whatever it was, kind of snowballed in that gave birth to, like, 15 more minutes of conversation or whatever. So see how that happens. So yep.
She's crazy. You said.
I don't know what to say. Wow. Yeah, I mean, every time I see little girls like that, or just like little, I think to myself, man. I mean, like, I mean, not every single time, but it's just like, I don't know. I think about you, not that you're that age, but it's just like, you were at one time, and it's just like, man, it's just I wasn't there, and it's just like, I don't know. And then sometimes I'll see, like, somebody your age, or I don't know, somebody that looks like your age. I mean, 16, 17, 16 and a half, pushing 17. Um, like walking with, I don't know if dude's her father, what, and for all I know, it could be a stepfather, you never know. But I mean, whatever, just take for granted that maybe it is a father, whatever, and it's just like, oh, man, it's just like, it must be nice, like that dude is probably, and her too, his daughter, like both of them are probably just, maybe not taking everything for granted, but just kind of like, kind of like I do with, my mom. It's not that I'm taking it for granted, or, um, it's just kind of like, I don't know, sort of thing, and it's just like, you know, what I'm trying to say, it's just like, so, it's just one of those things, so, yep, 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 so, yep. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't happen all the time at all, I mean, it used to happen more frequently, but I mean, kind of time went on and just progressed, and days started flying off the calendar, it just got kind of, I don't know, you know, like it is what it is sort of thing. That's kind of where I'm at with everything. It's just like, all right, well, you know, I don't think about it too much anymore. I mean, obviously I think about you, I keep you in my thoughts, but you know, everything else is just like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. I mean, you know, I've literally like given too much of my time and whatever else. I mean, you know, not that you're not worth it, that's not what I mean, but you know, really, I mean, you hit a certain point where you can't do nothing else. What are you supposed to do? You sit there and, you know, chase a ghost, sit there and punch air? Like, come on, man. You know, at that point, you just gotta kind of, all right, well, that's when you just gotta kind of recline and just, it is what it is, you know? Let God take control, tell you the truth, you know? So that's basically what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of like in cruise control. I don't really think about it too much, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, like stuff like that, like I don't know, I mean, even like our holidays or something, or Father's Day, I do think like that. But you know, Christmas, kind of, sort of. I mean, maybe it depends on the day, because I mean, Father's Day is one day, you know, and Father's Day is my day, and that's your day, you know. I mean, that's our day together, you know. So that's our, like, that's a day specially designed for, you know, fathers and daughters and fathers and sons. Like, that's our day. So I mean, of course I'm gonna, you know, think of it more so on our day that we should be together. But like, you know, Christmas is so long. I mean, it's like all kinds of days. That's like a month. I mean, the holidays, you know, well, I mean, Christmas is one day, but you know, the whole holiday season, the whole thing, like, you know, it starts from, like, I don't know, right around Thanksgiving and just past that, you know. So it's just like, I don't know, I have a month and you know, almost a month and a half or whatever it is, you know, to just kind of, you know. So, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, last Christmas was all right. Actually, I was all right. The Christmas before that, I was upset, like I told you. But this Christmas that just, well, not just passed, but the last Christmas was, you know, it was good for me. I was good with that. I mean, you know, I mean, sure, I thought of you, but, you know, what are you gonna do, sort of thing, you know. I mean, it is what it is. But so, yep, my grandpa, I'll show you where he used to live. I mean, he died a couple of years ago, I think, right around the same time my cousin died. It was like close to maybe like 2000. I think he died after my cousin, so I mean, maybe we're 2013. It was like 2013 he died. Wow, been that long? It can't be that long, because I remember talking to my grandma. By the way, my grandma's home from the she has when she went into Mercy Hospital for the I don't even know what it was. I don't even know if she had some kind of heart something. I don't even know. I don't even know what you call it. So this is it right here, little green thing, like the kind of awning or whatever. So I'm gonna go back this way. I don't feel like taking the long. I'll take the long way. Who cares? Now I'll do that. But yeah, that's his house. I mean, I had a you know, I used to go over there, and my grandma wasn't my real grandma, because my real grandma passed away before I was born. So I mean, but to me, she was my grandma, because you know, I didn't even really realize that she wasn't my real grandma until, I don't know, I wasn't like old, but I mean, I was old enough to be like, whoa, really? Oh, thanks for telling me, by the way. I mean, it's no big deal. That the lady was lovely. I mean, I used to go over there, and she used to, you know, you know, give me $10 or whatever. I mean, it wasn't the money, obviously. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, she was a nice lady. You know, she always used to, her hospitality was great. You know, she used to sit there and pour me drinks like ginger ale, obviously, all the time, and you know, so she was a good lady. My grandpa, on the other hand, was kind of more just whatever. You know, it is what it is. I mean, he was different when she was alive, but then when she kind of passed away, he was just kind of like, I mean, he wasn't distraught over it or anything, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure he was, but I don't think he really showed it. Maybe he did. I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, I'm sure he did show it, but maybe not in front of people, you know, that sort of thing. Kind of like if somebody important to me died. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to sit there and just break down in front of somebody. I mean, I would, depending on how important the person was to me, but I mean, I'm not the kind of person to just sit there and flaunt my feelings, you know. I mean, but at the same time, I don't put a smile on if I'm not feeling it either. So, I mean, I just kind of, you know, I kind of stay neutral sort of thing. I just kind of, you know, out of the way of acting a certain way or whatever, you know. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, he was, you know, he was a good dude, or a good guy. I think he was, man, he was up there when he didn't look it though. He looked pretty good for his age. But yeah, that was my my father's father. But yeah, I mean, yep. So that was his house, and I don't have a lot of memories in that house. I mean, I do have some, don't get me wrong. But I mean, and we did see them a lot. It's not like I didn't know them or anything, of course. I mean, I saw them, but they just usually used to come to my house because, like I said, with the, you know, especially when I was younger with the Christmas parties and stuff like that, you know, I showed you pictures on Facebook, you know, with my family and stuff, and then, you know, they would, I don't think I showed you them. Maybe I did. I don't know. I definitely showed you my mother's side of the family. My grandma, that was the one that was in Mercy Hospital. For sure. I mean, she was at Mercy Hospital. But I guess she's home. I tried calling her. She didn't pick up. I tried calling her the next day because she said that she felt better and they were going to probably send her home. But I don't know if she actually came home the next day. Maybe she did. But if she did, I mean, she probably went out for like dinner. I mean, she doesn't stay home all the time. You know, on the weekends she goes out a lot with my aunts and my uncles, who just, you know, one of my cousins kind of maybe scoop her up and take her out, or maybe bring her back to the house. And, you know, because I mean, she cooked a lot when, you know, we were younger, and you know, like really, she really, like, I mean, really cooked. I mean, didn't just cook little meals here. I mean, she went all out on Thanksgiving, and, you know, really did some you know, she I brought somebody over to her house for dinner one time a long time ago, one of my girlfriends, you know, and I asked her to make some spaghetti and meatballs, because I just, like I said it before in one of my other videos too. I don't know if I uploaded that one, but she meant the woman just is just, everything she touches turn to gold. I mean, it's I mean, wow. She just, I don't know, man. But and she made everything by scratch too. It wasn't just like, you know, she just kind of took some of this and some of that and kind of just poured it in a bowl and just kind of whatever. No, like the woman actually like got her hands dirty and cooked. And, you know, so I asked her to make and she went out and did that, and it was just like, man, oh man, like I didn't expect her to come through like that. I was just looking for like a plate or two. But man, she just like came through with the meatballs and the cheese and the noodles and this and that and salad and whatever else. And man, side dishes of this, and like she, you know, so now that she can't do that stuff, you know, now my family kind of just does stuff, you know, for her, not for just payback or anything, but, you know, I mean, it's just what family does, I guess. I mean,